BTS, Red Osprey, just getting ready to depart Royal Pier for Cows.
Red Osprey VTS, copy. Traffic information, Musketeer, upper swinging ground, proceeding outbound.
We'll see, thank you.
Copy, Southampton VTS. Copy, Southampton VTS, copy, thank you. Request to call us back before you drop your anchor when you're in position.
BTS, Artie.
RT VTS.
Minutes for cleaner done, I'll go around for the MIK.
RT VTS, copy, thank you.
Ahoy, shipmates. It's a blustery, sunny, cloudy, occasional rainy afternoon here in the port of Southampton, shipmates. And we're here to see the Anthem of the Seas depart for a Channel cruise. I believe she comes. Don't have much of a view of the Anthem of the Seas at the moment.
Digital VTS.
In fact, all we really get view-wise of the Anthem of the Seas is just the...
Digital VTS, copy, thank you. Traffic information, outward bound cycle leaders at the hotel bound main channel to the east, not clear channel. Next one away after that with the Anthem of the Seas from 101 clear channel, NYK Deneb 1715 for the container port. And the Musketeer spotting 105 outbound.
That's the nice lady from VTS, the Vessel Traffic Services, keeping us updated on the comings and goings here in the port of Southampton, as I was.
Yes, Anthem of the Seas.
Anthem of the Seas, VTS.
Second go now from 101.
Anthem of the Seas, VTS, copy, thank you.
And there we go. Now turn the radio off. We don't need to hear any more of that interesting traffic. It's off. Right then, shipmates. As you can see, as I was just saying, the Anthem of the Seas. All we can see at the moment is just a little bit of the stern, which is quite a big ship. Looking off down behind the docks, as you can see. Have the great vessel Musketeer coming out in. Oh, it's very nice, sharp-looking ship. Not since the last time I've seen Musketeer. I think she might have had a lick of paint. I think it's quite a nice evening. There are indeed passengers on the Anthem of the Seas, although I don't think they're paying passage. I think there may be VIPs and journalists and those sorts of people. It was Musketeer. As you heard on the radio, the Anthem of the Seas is letting go. Very shortly we'll see her. She'll spin towards us. At the moment we can see her stern. We can see it's windy out there. It's making the camera shake. She'll make the turn towards us, spin towards us, and then head out into the English Channel for a cruise in the English Channel, and then back to the port of Southampton. The 7th of July is her first passenger, paying passenger. Wind seems to have picked up in the last half an hour or so. It's making the cameras wobble around. The eagle-eyed viewers among you may have noticed an unusual yellow boxes here down in Mayflower Park. This is in fact the Berlin Circus that's come to town. Now I fear they shall be building very large tented auditorium in Mayflower Park, right in front of our viewing. Could mean we don't get to see much for a few days. On the plus side though, we get to see a big circus tent being erected. So quite entertaining. And also we have the Britannia in port, and I heard on the radio a little bit before we went live that she will be departing at 6 o'clock. Visibility is pretty good down to the Isle of Wight. Let's quick look, check on the visibility, shall we? As good as the other day. Isle of Wight's looking a bit hazy, but we can certainly see down Southampton water. So there's a chance we'll be Britannia leave as well. We may see Anthem in the distance. Difficult to say. Sometimes the visit may improve. Sometimes it gets worse. I think you really notice sea changing ability. Quite a bright day. That's a lot of clouds coming across. Got a whole good example of what we've had today. We've had some lighter clouds, some darker clouds, patches of rain, patches of sun. But let's go back to the Anthem of the Seas, because that's why you're all here, aren't you, shipmates? To see the Anthem of the Seas is now clearly moving away. We've got a lovely view here as she spins towards us. Quite picturesque. Let's have a quick look. Ahoy there, News Girl 100. Ahoy there, Jokin Cullally. Excuse me if I'm mispronouncing everyone's names. Looking forward to the live stream. And ahoy there, the Jesse. Oh, ahoy there, Tissy. Bit light on the passengers. Yes, I think it's because it's not actually a fare paying passengers. I think VIPs and journalists, and probably a shakedown cruise, because obviously I don't think shakedown cruise or sailing in earnest with those fare paying passengers down there, hard earned dollar for a ride on Anthem of the Seas. And we get to see one of the bridge crew there on the wing bridge. Like we can see someone on the balcony as well. I say, compared to some of the ships, cruise ships we have in port, Anthem of the Seas is one of the largest. 168,000 gross tons. A length of 347 metres. Traditionally, capacity for almost 5,000 passengers. Today she's only travelling with a, Kevin said it was 638 passengers, 1,411 crew. So, excellent crew ratio there. Treated like royalty, one would imagine. Have a quick something I want to... Yes, action. Camera's a bit wobbly, you have to excuse it, here's the wind. I have a couple of interesting items on the stern here. There's a flow rider, which you can just see. You can see those people in the middle right of the picture. They are a flow rider, which is a surfing simulator. And behind that, below the anchor logo, make it out, there's a sort of a clear tube. That's a indoor, well, I say indoor because it's sort of outdoor, but indoor free flying, skydiving, windy tube affair. Full of activities on the stern. Anthem of the Seas. Somebody's there is definitely taking their opportunity to with the flow rider. Booked out. Also, it looks like she's got her eye in the sky up as well. I would like an opportunity to try and drone that. If I ever get onto a ship, I'll ask them if I could buzz the people. There are people up there. Quick look. Difficult to see. I hope you can make them out. About seeing them silhouetted. I've not been on it, but I believe you can control it yourself. You can control the lefty rightiness of it. A pretty neat feature. Give you a fantastic view right over Southampton. How about that? That's brilliant. I've not seen that up before. Well, actually, no, I did see it up when she first came to port. Voyage years ago, but I've not seen it up since. Tree there. That looks like way down. There is some ominous-looking dark clouds out there, but I guess those on that flow rider won't be worrying about a spot of rain, will they? Okay, let's have a look back. So I hope that answered the question about the passengers. Very well, speed here. Little and large. Oh yes, there was a question about one of the earlier musketeer container ship. Container ship at the end of port. Like there's a few people on the upper deck. I can't see that, but only see a few people on the balconies. Have a look on the other camera when she comes past the dock head. Yes, question from Oi there, joking. Really, how many passengers on board? Well, she's going to have 638 passengers and just going for a channel cruise. Where in particular, I think it's just warming up for the cruising season. Oi there, Annette. Soggy and whoosh this year. Well, I think we've escaped a lot of rain here today. Had the odd shower. Ahoy there, Barbara. From Germany. Guten Abend. Tears in the garden. Where is Anthem of the Seas? I think I've answered that question. Neil at Go Cruise and Travel. I'm just under the North Star pink t-shirt. Oh. North Star pink t-shirt. Cool. Not sure we're going to see the pink t-shirt because there's a lot of light behind. What is the North Star? I'm guessing a fuzzy thing that goes up and down. Difficult to say. some other shipmates can help me. No, not E. See, it's just gone very bright out there, very bright. Oh, Neil Go Cruiser, will this be the first Sun Ship's wave of the restart? No, the first wave we had on the restart, MSC, well, I suppose of this ship, was the MSC Virtuosa, and that was the Cruise Monkeys. Wavers here. They were... Any pink shirts up there, any? Have to come up with a better mechanism for finding people on board. If you see a pink shirt there, if that's the right person. The lady. Some super dark clouds over there. Very varied lighting conditions this afternoon, shipmates. Oh, there, Diamond Bridge. Oh, there, Raymond Dickinson's off on the Anthem on the 29th of August. They'll be fully back into the swing of things. Things shipshape and Bristol fashion by then. And in case you're wondering, indeed a Royal Caribbean ship. Ahoy there, Mike Slater. We're on. We'll be waving. Okay, I must come up with a location that's probably the best guys to wave. Somewhere I think near the ferry terminal, I'll probably get the best view when you're down near the container end. Right. Burn anything. Looks like the escape pod is on his way up again. Actually moves quite fast, doesn't it? Got a good reach on it. I must look up some specifications actually and find out how the reach is on that, how good it is. Oh, there, Welshie. You'll give us a wave on Wednesday when we sell. Forward to that, shipmate. Oh, there, Raymond Davis. Oh, Neil Gokers is just below the North Star. Around there, I'm guessing. It does look quite busy considering there's not a full complement of passengers. We're in enjoying the bar up there. Now, plenty of people on board. Filled the lock, low emissions. I'm not sure about that. Could be the scrubbing technology. I've noticed seems to be a distinctive feature. All of the ships that have a newer scrubbing technology, it's, instead of looking grey, it looks a bit yellowy. My word, gosh, look at that's gone straight vertical. That must be almost doubling the height of the ship. In fact, I couldn't even fly my drone that high because that's clearly in the approach path to Southampton Eastleigh Airport. Get away with it. I can't even fly my drone as high as the ship, let alone up round. Oh, ahoy there, Thomas Frederick. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Subscriber. Anthem of the Seas cost approximately $940 million. Top speed of 22 knots. You have a few useless facts. Like some of those. A typical week on board the ship involves keeping the crew and passengers fed. And that does involve a fairly large shopping bill. Typically, on a typical week, it's £15,500 of beef, £16,000 of chicken, and £10,000 of pork. Seem like pretty large numbers to me. No catering experts, but don't know if you could make out the hooting there, shipmates. There was some hooting. Possibly a little quiet. Lobster, £1,800 of lobster, £11,000 of seafood. Fresh eggs, 86,000 fresh eggs. I love some of these figures, haven't you? 86,000 fresh eggs. I mean, where'd you buy 86,000 fresh eggs from? £1,500 of coffee. 600 fresh berries. £100, that is, not just 600 berries. Very far, would it? $8,000 gallons of ice cream. Sounds like a feast, that doesn't. 8,000 gallons of ice cream. £5,500 of cheese. 2,225 bottles of wine. Which doesn't seem that much, does it? 225,000 bottles of wine. The reason I would have thought that would have been more with 5,000 passengers on board over a course of a week. Drink the drinks. 11,500 cans of soda, 165 bottles of whiskey, 550 bottles of whiskey, of vodka, and 18,000 slices of pizza. No word on rum, though. Clearly that's a minority drink on board. A little pointing. There are a variety of different rooms. A very variety of different staterooms. And the one I think that particularly takes my fancy are the virtual balcony staterooms. There's 375 virtual balcony staterooms, and these are staterooms that have a screen on the inside offering real-time views of the ocean and exciting destinations through virtual balconies. I have a feeling that this is a concept we'll be seeing a lot more of in future. I think it will make your time on board happen to be in one of the inside bunks a little more enjoyable. Fuel economy is not the best. Approximately 130 gallons to the nautical mile. Certainly make filling up the Mondeo very cheap by comparison. We're just going to lose Anthem of the Seas from the cruise cam. Is behind Britannia. Britannia's leaving at 6 o'clock. We'll still get a little bit longer. We'll pop out the other side eventually. Now the North Star takes guests up in the air 300 feet. Or total panoramic views. I'm guessing that's 300 feet. It did go vertical. That's pretty quite impressive. It's got to be some stunning views there, especially here in the port of Southampton. You'd have a wonderful view of the Orley refinery here. You can see the chimneys in the background. As you got closer to Cowshot Spit, you'd probably see the Isle of Wight. And Solent. Why have I been missing that? Let's go back and have a look at the chat. What's happening in the chat then, chaps? My shipmates? Have a look. Yeah. Oh, the crew control it. Okay, the crew control the North Star. I did, I couldn't remember if I was remembering that incorrectly, if I just read something. So yeah, so you don't control it, the crew does. I must have been thinking about something else. Oh, well, there's Sandra Wright. Looking forward to seeing Disney Magic back. Yeah, the Disney Magic will be returning shortly. Magic is Disney ships and does play some interesting tunes, so that's always good. Good to see the Disney Magic back. Deborah Parfit, where is she sailing to? Just a channel cruise there, shipmate. I think it's just sort of a promotional cruise for 7th of July when it's her first passenger cruise. Well, there's FP, dramatic cloud today. Yes, it has been dramatic. It's been a little bit breezy out there with some big old black clouds dropping the occasional sprinkling of rain. And of course we do have Britannia leaving at 6 o'clock as well. Or there's Stella Dixon. Is there a certain amount of time she's allowed to stay in Southampton? I'm pretty sure she can stay in Southampton as long as she likes. But at the moment, the cruise ships during the pandemic have been coming and going. It's led to believe it costs about £50,000 a day to be moored up in port, whereas if they go and drop anchor somewhere on the wonderful English Riviera, it is free. Just like subscribing to this channel. Now, if you do enjoy this content, shipmates, and you'd want to be notified of what goes on, do think about subscribing, hitting that notification bell, and then when I do a live stream, you'll be notified. Sometimes the ships can be delayed in departures, and sometimes they leave early. Sometimes there is just something completely different happening, which I may live stream as well. So, about subscribing. But at the moment, most of the cruise ships that come back in, are gearing up for passengers. So they are doing some trial cruises to make sure everything's functioning, make sure the beer is flowing in the bars and the pizzas are coming out of the oven and the lobsters are jumping into those bats of water. Oh, there's Sarah Elizabeth. Why does the smoke look reddish orange? I think that's the scrubbing technology they use to get rid of the harmful gases. It seems to have the side effect of making the smoke, instead of looking grey, blacky colour, making it look orange. Not very attractive, but I understand it's better for the environment. Oh, hi there. Anne-Marie Elton from Dublin. And she loved the anthem. Good to hear, shipmate. How many passengers on Gwen Vickers? Ahoy there, shipmate. How many passengers aboard? 620, I think it was. Not really passengers this time. They are passengers, but I don't think they've been paid to go on board. It's sort of friends, family, and VIPs. Oh, again, where did it go? Read the chat, and I'm a little bit behind, and all of a sudden it jumps. I lose where I was. There did it go? Here we go. I remember seeing the shamrock icon. Oh, the green sunshine. Hoping to be on board in 3 weeks. The married couple currently sat eating our roast beef in Tewkesbury. Definitely looks like a roast beef type of day, doesn't it? Oh, there, Matthias and the Garden. Are these ships normally in America? It's a good question. Sometimes they are. Sometimes they move them around. I'm not sure where the Anthem of the Seas was last based. I think she was over in the Caribbean, if memory serves me correctly. Yeah, she was over in the Caribbean some years ago. And from May 2020, she was home ported in Southampton, but obviously that's not gone particularly well planning-wise. It's funny, I've noticed there's been a few cruise ships that have relocated to Southampton last year, just as the pandemic hit home. So we haven't sort of missed the opportunity to see them. Oh, ahoy there. Beefy Vlogs. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Gary Svate says the North Star goes up and down. You can see that the North Star is up at the moment. Stiff and proud. Southampton Wall. That is a fantastic view. Brilliant. Ahoy there, Matisse the Garden, loving the clouds. Yeah, there's been some great clouds today. Really has. Great looking skies and some light. Oh, it's Stephen Joy, all of our excellent spellers. 14 passengers in the capsule. Pretty good, isn't it? So it's not quite as big as a London Eye capsule, but still a very decent size. Ahoy there, Gwen Vickers, is Britannia saying today. Yes, Britannia is due to depart at 6 o'clock. 1800. Ahoy there, Kim Gulby from a wet Devon. I think we've been lucky here in the port of Southampton, Jimmates. We haven't had a great deal of rain. We had the odd little shower. And I can see visibility has slightly improved because I can see the other side of our shot spit now. I don't know how long you get in the North Star. Get a sort of little time slot. Or the Deborah Parfait. Anyone know where she's sailing to? Just a Channel cruise, shipmate. Just a Channel cruise. Oh, good. Thanks, Annette, for saying you heard the hooting. Excellent. I didn't know. It was quite faint from my headphones. Just about make it out, so I didn't know if you'd hear it. Ahoy, Christina Ross. Lobster. Yes, apparently. A lot of lobster. 1,800 pounds of lobster. Amazing amount of lobster. Oh, yes, all the food I was listing off, that is an average week's consumption. Well, shipmates, I'm just going to give myself a little drink. I shall carry on following Anthem of the Seas, and in approximately 15 minutes, Britannia will be leaving. That'll be something else we should be able to see. Hope you've enjoyed this broadcast so far, and I should keep it going. Britannia leaving in approximately 15 minutes.
Minus one, Southampton VTS. -1, Southampton VTS, traffic information, 2 vessels outward bound, the Spirit of Discovery and the Spiker Leader. Derby, Southampton VTS. Derby, Southampton VTS, all copies, thank you. Just request that you keep a good listing. Watch please channel 12 and 09.
BTS, the City Citizen appointment.
City Citizen, VTS copies, thank you. Traffic Anthem of the Seas, passing Esso outward bound. The next vessel away will be the NYK Dinner, just in the Oxford container port.
Roger, copy that, thank you very much.
Oh, I think we're getting an excellent view here, shipmates, of the North Star observation pod. They're actually turning to starboard side there. Sort of like an optical illusion, it's turning at the same speed as the ship is turning. Excellent.
WVCS all copy, thank you.
VTS, we're Tony, all fast on 22 there.
With WVCS copy, thank you.
Thank you. Yes, that's good.
And VTS.
Justin, 37 round for the Britannia sailing.
And VTS copy, thank you. No reported traffic.
Thank you.
VTS, Mercurius.
VTS, VTS.
Yeah, afternoon. We're just getting underway for the Britannia away.
Understood, thank you.
Thank you. Britannia, Mercurius, 12.
Britannia. Yeah, we're just completing the setup here. I'll be on 74 very shortly.
Yeah, the box rate's on 7.4. Do you want a different one?
Southampton VCS, the Anthem of the Seas. That's the Hookboy outbound, Thorn Channel to the east.
Anthem of the Seas, BTS, that's all copy, thank you. Traffic information inward bound Red Falcon on the Cow Shop turn. The next boarding will be the Wick Challenger, 1845 at St Helens.
Thank you.
BT Onyx, BTS, good evening.
Yeah, Britannia, Eston on 12. I think the Deneb's on 7.4, Alex. Should we try Channel 10? Thank you.
BT Onyx, BTS, that's all copy, thank you. Request you call BTS once your vessel is underway.
Yeah, VTS, the Eston. VTS, the Britannia. Yeah, VTS, Britannia.
Britannia VTS.
Yeah, we're just getting ready to go to stations here. We're on channel 10. Do you want the numbers?
Britannia VTS, yes please.
Yeah, passengers 980, crew 1187. Next port is a return visit here.
Britannia VTS, that's all, copy, thank you. Traffic information outward bound the NYK Jenna, just coming past Post Office Corner. Said you to just inward bound for the Itchen, approaching the Hound and Red Falcon at the hook.
Thank you.
VTS, Red Eagle, just leaving roll pair.
Red Eagle VTS, that's all, copy, thank you. Traffic information, one outward bound, container vessel, the NYK Jenna, just coming around Post Office Corner. Shortly underway from 46 berth will be the Britannia, and City of Chichester, inward bound, approaching the Hound for the Itchen.
That's all, copy, thank you.
VTS, Red Falcon, report in.
The Falcon VTS, again, thank you. Traffic information shortly underway from 46 berth will be the Britannia, and outward bound, container vessel, the NYK Jenna, at Post Office Corner.
Standing, thank you.
Striker leader, VTS for 4, copy, thank you. Traffic information inward bound from the east, top of the deep water is the Witch Challenger, should be boarding her pilot at St Helens at 18:45. And the Mona Swan inward bound for St Helens coming up east of the tower. And the VG Onyx is currently heaving up her anchor in nav anchorage number 8 and then she'll be inward bound. on your VTS, copy, thank you. That's one VTS, that's all copy, thank you. Traffic information to outbound the Spirit of Discovery, come up to New Grounds Buoy, by the Spiker leader at the Warner Buoy. Also request once your vessel is in position, you call VTS before dropping your anchor. Challenger, VTS. Good evening. Wait, Challenger, VTS, that's all copy, thank you. Traffic information, inward bound coming up the west side of the deep water route, the Mona Swan, inward bound for St Helens Anchorage. Outward bound, passing through St Helens is the Spiker Leader, and then the Anthem of the Seas outward bound in the central Solent. Wait, Challenger, VTS, all copy, thank you. The pilot launch will contact you on channel 9. Red Jet 7, VTS, that's all copy, thank you. Traffic information, the pilot from 46 berth outward bound, the Britannia and the NYK Deneb outward bound in the upper 3 and ground. VG on X, VTS, good evening again. VG Onyx, Southampton, VTS. VG Onyx, VTS, that's all copy, thank you. And can confirm your pilot boarding time is 1915 at St Helens now. Traffic information, outward bound past and western tower, the Spirit of Discovery, followed by the Spiker Leader in St Helens Anchorage, and the Anthem of the Seas, outward bound in the central Solent. VG Onyx, VTS, also request you do not pass your pilot boarding station until your pilot is safely on the bridge. The pilot launch will contact you on channel 9.
VTS, Jiangxi.
Station caller to Southampton, VTS.
Yeah, VTS, Jiangxi.
Chanaki, VTS, good evening.
VTS, Jiangxi, port sign 2 on 38.9, 7 metres draft maximum, round to 31 berth, and 22 plus 1 on board.
Chanaki, VTS, full copy, thank you. Traffic information, outward bound past 108 is the NYK Deneb, Britannia, departed from 46 berth, and Red Falcon inward bound approaching Northwest Netley.
Okay, Britannia in the Deneb, and then we'll follow after the Deneb's gone through. And is the 2 tugs on the Britannia our tugs as well, do you know?
Chanaki, VTS, the radio is very broken, can you repeat?
Yep, VTS, any better?
Chanaki, VTS, I can hear you loud and clear now.
Yep, VTS Jiangxi. Yeah, I'll follow obviously I'll move once the Deneb's through, and information is the towage on the Britannia, the ones coming to us.
Chanaki, VTS, yes, that's correct, those tugs will be coming to you.
All understood, thank you all.
Minus 1, VTS. Minus 1, VTS. Yes, should be outward bound main channel, and then we'll be passing west of the nav tower when she gets down there. So yeah, she will be using the main channel, but not the deep water route. Minus 1, VTS, request you speak to the vessel to arrange your pass.
BTS, Red Falcon, northwest Netley inbound. Going outside, go west to Hyde Knot to give the Britannia green to green.
The Falcon VTS, that's all copied, thank you, and the tie gauge 3.49.
349, thank you.
Spirit of Discovery VTS, good evening. Spirit of Discovery VTS, that's all copy, thank you. Traffic information, departing from nav anchorage number 8 is the BG Onyx, and she is inward bound to Southampton.
Yeah, VTS, Eston, we're finished on the Britannia, dropping onto the Tyne queue.
That's all copy, thank you.
Yeah, Mercurius, likewise.
Mercurius VTS, copy, thank you.
Do you know what channel he's on, Darren?
No, I'm not sure, Wayne. I haven't spoke to him. Hi, Max Eston. Do you have a working channel, please?
No, he's not called a tugs yet. He was on 12 a little while ago.
Okay, thanks, Alan.
You're all ahead of me, guys. I'm literally picking up the VHF to see if they'll finish on the Britannia to say took 7-4 for the Chanagy, please. 7-4 for the Chanagy.
I think the Deneb's using 7-4 pilot.
The Deneb's on 7-4. Oh, I thought it'd be on 8-7. Oh, we'll go 7-1 then. 7-1.
Yeah, Roger, 7-1.
Carl, if you're there, I'm about to let go of the tug. You can have 7-4 if you want.
Yeah, alright, John, cheers.
VTS, Britannia, Western Shelf outward.
Britannia VTS, all copy, thank you. Traffic information inward bound. Jet 7 just past an SO.
Very good, thank you.
Garcia VTS, good evening. Galaxia VTS, that's all copy, thank you. Traffic information outward bound past and west of the tower at the of Discovery, and the Spiker leader outward bound at the Nav Envoy. She'll be out west of the tower. Inward bound traffic, the BG Onyx. She will be boarding her pilot at St. Helens 1915, and the Mona Swan at the Nav Envoy, inward bound for St. Helens Anchorage. Navigator Precision VTS, good evening. Navigator Precision VTS, full copy, thank you. Question, are you taking your vessel to anchor? Navigate Precision VTS, that's all copy, thank you. Request if you are going to drift that you drift between 8 to 10 nautical miles from the NAB tower. Let us spray VTS, that's all copy, thank you. Traffic information outward bound, the Britannia, approaching northwest Netley, clear channel vessel, and the NYK Deneb, outward bound at Pierhead, also clear channel vessel.
VTS, Bargate.
Margate VTS,
Yeah, just finished the NYK Deneb. We're going straight up for the MOL emissary.
Margate VTS, all copy, thank you.
Yeah, that's the same for the Harty as well, thank you.
Harty VTS, copy, thank you.
VTS, the Jiangxi.
Jiangxi VTS,
VTS, Jiangxi, yep. Just making the tugs fast now, we'll be singling up, and then once the Deneb's clear, we'll be lifting off to go around to 31.
Jiangxi VTS, that's all copy, thank you. Inward bound, Jet 7 approaching northwest Netley.
All understood, thank you.
BTS, ready, go to way out.
Ready, go VTS, hotel, thank you.
PTS Richard 7 just come back Northwest Netly information carrying 50.
Richard 7 BTS, yes, it's safe to do so. Caution for the outward bound MYK Deneb passing Ocean Dock.
So complete, thanks very much, 7 out.
Minus 1 BTS. Minus 1 BTS, that's all copy, thank you. If it is safe to do so, you'll be able to drop your anchor in that position. Request you call BTS once you have finished your anchor operations.
BTS, the NYK Deneb, we're at the Western Shelf, outward bound.
MYK Deneb, BTS, that's all copy, thank you. Traffic information, departure from Cows, inward bound, Red Osprey. And the next departure will be the Epic St George 1900 from SO number 1.
That's all copy, thank you.
Right, shipmates, it's definitely galley time for me. Until next time.